Welcome to the Moose's LZ Bar and Grill Weekend Wrap, where we highlight a few of the storylines that occurred in sprint car racing over the weekend. Before we get to those storylines, don't forget to head out to Moose's LZ Bar and Grill for great food at a great price. You won't regret it. We're going to start this edition with Ryan Timms. It was a big weekend for the 15-year-old as he captured both days of the NOSA weekend at Jackson Motorplex and followed it up Sunday night with a huge win at Huset Speedway. It should be noted that he got a $10,000 bonus for winning all three events, which put his earnings for the 3 days over the $20,000 mark. After last weekend's sweep and winning 4 of his last 5 outings, Timms has become the talk of sprint car racing over the last day and a half, 2 days. You really can't blame anyone. Not only is Timms a huge talent, it seems like he is the next young phenom coming up the ranks, similar to maybe what Kyle Larson was out of California, Buddy Kofoid out of California, Corey Day, again, out of California. The difference with Timms is he's out of Oklahoma, so it kind of gets rid of the California stranglehold on young talent. The chatter has led to some people thinking the World of Outlaws should scrap their age restriction, which says you have to be 16 years old to compete in one of their events. Everybody needs to slow down. Don't worry. Timms will be there soon enough. He has a birthday on August 26th, and that night they do happen to have a show at River Cities in South Dakota that I'm sure he'll be eager to run. But again, give this kid some talent, or give this kid some time, and he will get there. I think sometimes we like to rush these kids along because we've seen it in the past. Slow down. Let's enjoy what he's doing now. I'm sure he's going to win more races before he runs a World of Outlaws event. Moving on to the World of Outlaws, Sheldon Haudenschild. I mentioned earlier this year that I thought Carson Macedo was going to win the most races in World of Outlaws competition. I'm strongly rethinking that at this point. Because Sheldon Haudenschild is on a tear in World of Outlaws competition. He swept the weekend at Beaver Dam. Sweeps are going to be a common theme of this edition of the Moose's LZ Bar and Grill Weekend Wrap. And he has won 5 of the last 9 Outlaw shows, dating back to Bridgeport Speedway when they were in central Pennsylvania. Haudenschild, who seems to win races in clusters, has 7 victories this season with the series. That's tops among regular drivers. And he appears to be a sure thing to reach double digits by season's end. More important, his recent surge at Beaver Dam has put him second in the point standings, a mere 42 markers behind Brad Sweet, the 3-time Outlaw champion. This begs the question, is Haudenschild a serious contender for the title? While Haudenschild has won 5 of his last 9 shows with the series, he's 6th in average finish over the last 5 races. Seems like it could be a little bit of win, all or nothing, win or out of the top 10 with Haudenschild, which has been some of his problem over the last couple of years. Look, the speed is there. He obviously can win races. I think he could end up winning them as a current pace. I think he'd win the most with the series this year. If he can clean up some of these things in between these wins, I think he can compete for a title with Brad Sweet, Carson Macedo, and David Gravel. So he's going to be a handful the rest of the season. So we'll see what transpires. We're going to go back to central Pennsylvania for our last storyline. It's been feast or famine for Chase Dietz over the last 2 weekends in central PA. He swept events at Williams Grove Speedway and Lincoln Speedway over the weekend, which gives him 3 victories in his last 4 starts in central PA. He also went back-to-back at Williams Grove. He won the previous week on Friday night. His only blemish came at Lincoln when he failed to qualify for the fallen firefighters race. He had mechanical issues that put him out for the night. But the good news, as he told me Friday, he was able to save a tire. So that's always a good thing nowadays. Dietz hooked up with John Trone before the start of the 2020 season. And he got 3 victories last year, well, really throughout all of 2021. And he's duplicated that already this season, and it's only June, and we haven't hit speed week yet. How much he's going to get by season end, yet to be determined. Not really sure. Some guys weren't in last week. Anthony Macri, Brent Marks, or Anthony Macri is at Knoxville. Brent Marks has been out of the area the last 2 weeks. Danny Dietrich's been out of the last 2 weeks. Still, this team seems to be gelling. The communication's getting better. Talked with Dietz about that the other night. This group enters Pennsylvania Speed Week on a high, but he is going to face a different threshold of competition over the 10-race series. So we'll see how he fares with everybody in town and see if they can keep this speed rolling moving forward. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Moose's LZ Bar and Grill Weekend Wrap. For more coverage of sprint car racing across the country, check out sprintcarunlimited.com. A yearly subscription is $35. It's $30 for 6 months, $18 for 3 months. We'll be back with another edition of the Moose's LZ Bar and Grill Weekend Wrap next week. Stay tuned.